Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Oh, and he almost broke it. Finally steps out of bounds. What a great return to set up the offense now. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Good enough for first down yardage.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
And look, he's going to take a shot right away. The ball is picked off. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25. But what a play for this defense. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Just trucks the man. They can't stop him. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Trying to extend the play. He's got it, enough for a first down. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And he pulls in the catch. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It's a quick grab. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Ball handed off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his...
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Let's him fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years, just off the top of my head. Guys like C.D.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And the tailback's got it again. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
Christine, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obvious call there. You cannot rough up the quarterback like that. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And there's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Breaks loose at the 40. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last drive they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're in a hole here, and before they have a chance to regroup at halftime, let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Sooners will have to kick this away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The backs got it. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Going to try to use his legs here. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Catch made down inside the 25. Touchdown, Ducks. Strong game by this quarterback. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And we're going to throw now on first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Here comes a handoff. Powering right past the defender. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Important second down play coming up. They're going to run it. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And he'll set up to throw. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a new set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer penalty on third down. And here's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
All those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. And the Sooners will line up here on 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And they make the extra point. Trail now 35-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll run it here. Fights off a defender.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
There's the handoff. Running with purpose. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's found some room at the 45. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. A big gain, and the offense will obviously decline the penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. It's a toss to the left side. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run field, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw on the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Running out of time in the pocket. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Ducks will have to kick it away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. He'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's on the run, launches deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Now here's the toss play. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Trucks through the defender. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.